Hello and welcome to today's episode of TSARP. I'm your host, Andrew Weir, and today our co-hosts are Sam and Steven.
I won't be here for the 180th episode.
No!
No.
Oh,
They
and
said that
then
in unison.
we did. Oh, and that other guy, that's Sam. Say hi, Sam.
Goodbye.
Oh, well, there that goes. Yeah, Steven, you're not gonna be here tomorrow, or Friday, right? I think.
Nope.
Like you said. So sad. Too bad. No, too bad. So sad. No, not like that. I meant like it's gonna be bad, be sad. Not like. Anyway.
We just don't know how to word it properly.
Yeah. Well, today, as you saw in the title, Google announced the Google Pixel 8 at their Google hardware event. Very exciting. Can't wait to go over and tell you all about it. And of course, because why not? They had to mention something about AI in the event. They couldn't go without it. So we'll talk about that too. Also, it's Gimkit Wednesday, where they release a new GIM. I remembered this week. I knew they were going to do it. I forgot to say it yesterday, though. But I knew it. Just trust me. But yeah, we'll go over that GIM and the rest of the news. But I guess because it's in the title, we got to start off with it first. It's just fair, if we're gonna make people click, we got to tell them about it. So if you didn't know, Google always has events. Like they got their AI event, and the stuff, the Pixel event, and then like all the other stuff. So if I pull it up right now, I'll show you what. And the phone pretty much looks like it's always looked like. They didn't change up how it looks too much.
Really?
They also released the new Android 14. But you should see.
That's crazy
it's
cool.
very loud on my side. So you should see it now. Okay, can I just pull it up in another? No, I don't know. But anyway, this is it's very loud. This is the Google Pixel. There you go. It literally pretty much looks the same, but now there's a new monochrome theme. They also got USB cable detection incompatible. Yeah, I know, it's really crazy. And clock.
Sound like iPhone.
I know, really. And then clock and shortcut customizations, which sounds like they were grasping for straws there. Like you can now customize your clock, guys. It's awesome.
I've always wanted
That's
to.
Cool.
I know. And you can. It's easier. They put easier navigation for kids space on Pixel tablet. I don't have a kids Pixel tablet. So I can't tell you about that.
I wish I had one.
You do? All right. Yeah, I mean it's not a bad idea to dual run Android and iOS. I mean it's always good to have both, especially when you're talking about both. But I'm just an iPhone guy, I don't have an Android phone. I probably should get both though, just to talk about and have a better view. Definitely. And Pixel Fold, they now have the dual screen interpreter mode, so it's just easier, If you're gonna have all those screens on one phone, at least make it better to use, more useful. And like I said, they also released Android 14, as you can see, right there. So what do you guys think?
I think it's I don't know. I haven't looked at it that closely yet.
That's fair. Yeah.
Wow.
I like the customization options though. That's what I like the most.
I do.
That is cool. And yeah, I'm excited to see if they say anything else about it in the coming days. They also said Ultra HDR, better screens. That is kind of cool. And Gen AI wallpapers. This is the part I was talking about. They couldn't not. Like they so had to just mention AI. They couldn't go without it. And I mean, I guess I'm kind of hypocritical. We don't go an episode without mentioning it, but that's because other companies never go a day without mentioning it, and we just report on what they're saying. But yeah, I mean, they couldn't go. It was an event about a phone, and they had to mention AI. But yeah, so new AI Gen AI wallpapers. But also, there was another thing I saw too. Oh yeah, so the Magic Eraser. on the pixels. If you didn't know, the magic eraser is literally just AI, and that's still in the pixel. And I think it got the magic eraser, which is the thing that removes objects in your images and like fills in the background. That's just all AI. Yeah. Who knew?
I just use the website for
We've
that.
had AI for a while, guys.
Yeah, I know. People don't realize, like, AI's been around, just like the new chatbots are new. You know, like, ChatGPT is new. But, like, autofill, autocorrect, that's AI.
Yeah, that's true.
Who knew?
Oh my god.
I know. It's been around. It's been in our lives forever. I mean, if you want to sound real technical, you can just say machine learning. That's one way to do it. But yeah, so this stuff has been around forever now. Just people love to talk about it. But yeah, so that was exciting. I know. I mean, it's hypocritical of me to say I don't, that they shouldn't, because all this podcast is talking about it. But yeah. All right. Is it time for Gimkit Wednesday on TSARP?
Yippee.
TSARP Gimkit Wednesday, really epic because we had to make a long acronym, so that's how we're saying it. Boom.
Wow.
Oh,
Make that
That
acronym. I dare you. All right.
No.
Here we go. That's what it means, Sam. Okay. Let's take a look at this Gim. I'm excited. I love Gimkit Wednesday, to be honest. Though I never collect them, I like to look at them and to know that there's more. To know that there's always more. All right. So here we go today. Oh, I just closed out of it. No,
Bruh.
how do you get it back? Is it in? I've done. Oh yeah, here we go. You click on me and then news. All right. It is named Fender. The new Fender Gim is available in the item shops. We release new item shops every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I think we've got to just do TSARP now at 2 p.m. on Wednesdays, so that we can report instantly on it. I think that's the
Aren't we
only
in
way to go.
school?
No. What's that? I don't know what that is.
Oh yeah, it's true.
honestly.
Honestly.
Hey guys, did you hear about that test alert?
Oh yeah, I was gonna
on
talk about that
phones?
in a minute. We'll get to that.
Oh.
But yeah, here's all the Gims if you want, and there's a little sticker to go with Fender too.
I like that sticker.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's cool. I like the yellow and checker pattern design. I think it's cool. Definitely different.
Test dummy.
Yeah.
Test dummy. But yeah, go collect them all. Collect. And I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say
Pokemon.
it. No, Steven,
Copyright.
hold back. Yeah, copyright. There you go. Now you can't say it because we'll get
This is a
copyrighted.
tough situation I'm in.
I know, and I hope you choose the right thing. All right. Well, here we go. So, Steven, you were bringing up a topic. So, everyone, I don't know if it was exciting for you. It wasn't exciting for us. We thought it was going to be way different. I think everyone thought it was going to be way different. But today, if you don't live in the U.S., you have absolutely no idea what we're talking about.
I don't.
But
neither.
today, they sent out a test emergency alert over their test emergency alert system. I forget, they had like emergency alert wireless system they were calling it or something.
I think it's like emergency wireless alert system.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
And it basically went out to like all radios, right? Radio stations, phones,
And like those old TVs, not smart TVs.
like
the older
TVs.
ones.
Okay. I thought it was gonna be on computers. It wasn't. So I hope you have a phone, or you might not know there's a dire emergency. But today was just a test, so don't worry. It was 2 minutes early. It was.
Yeah, it was.
It was supposed to be at 2:20. It was at 2:18. They totally.
And then my phone went off at like 2:19.
Really? Yeah. And Steven, so I want to ask. This is live. I'm not staging this. I didn't ask Steven yet. So Sam and I were in class together, and our teacher was like, "You got to turn off your phones because you're not supposed to have your phones." And I'm not saying whether I did or I didn't. I didn't. But you gotta turn off your phone because it's against school rules to begin with, and it's distracting if it goes off and all your phones go off. So, if you had one, which I didn't, you had to turn it off. And then, basically, from what I hear, I left to leave to may or may not hear it at
Definitely.
but I wasn't in the room basically when it happened. But don't worry, somehow else I heard it. And then yeah, so the people in the room, Sam, you were saying that some people didn't turn off their phones and it still went
I think
off.
some people forgot to.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Sam still heard it, and I heard it because I left
It
the
was
room.
the entire school,
It was
dude.
so anticlimactic.
Yeah, I know, really. Like, people, like, no, it's exactly what I thought it was gonna be. For some reason, people
That's
thought it was
exactly
gonna
what
be.
I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, people, like, thought it was gonna be, like, rupturing your eardrums. Everyone, whether your phone was dead, no battery, ripped the battery out, it was still gonna go off. There was no way you couldn't hear it. It would be blare through every device, even that old camera that hasn't ever been connected to Wi-Fi and is like
Even the
50 years old.
kind.
Yeah, everything.
Even Sam's hearing aid.
Your old school chalkboard. Oh god, that would be terrible if Sam's ear just went off.
God.
Like the alarm was
Oh
just
my
there.
I think it does connect to Wi-Fi, so that.
Oh
Can
no!
You said this. It
Imagine.
connects to Bluetooth.
That's not
remember?
a terrible idea, though. Like, to be honest, right? If it was a real emergency, I'm not saying a fake one, to instantly get everyone to hear it, or at least people with hearing aids, to do that, is not a bad idea. I gotta
I
admit.
would
It
probably
isn't a
heard
bad
it.
idea.
Like, not too
It
loud.
probably would.
Not loud.
Yeah, that's
like
fair.
like normal volume, I'm saying. Don't rupture people's
No
eardrums.
louder than normal.
But like, if it's a dire emergency, not a bad idea. Alright, but yeah, so that was how Gimkit totally relates to that really crazy alarm we all heard today.
True.
I got a game for you all. Not yet,
Yeah?
I just want to say it. I
Aw.
have it later, and it's gonna
me
be
too.
great. Well, Sam was saying it's not a game, and I was trying to
It's
say how it's
not.
wrong. Before we get to our topic speedrun for today, don't forget to like, subscribe. I've been saying like, and it's been working. I mean subscribe, and it's been working. Literally, I never said it, right? I was like, people don't like it when they hear it, whatever. Not gonna say it. I started saying it, and we've gained, like, I don't know, like, more subscribers than we had in, like, months in, like, a few days. I was like, boom, there you go, it worked. But yeah, I know, well, like, a few days ago, we were celebrating, like, 50, and that was just the beginning of it working, and now it's more, but yeah, so, I don't know, I gotta say it, because it works. Subscribe, like, and share, because it works. But before we get into our topic speedrun, what I was gonna say is that we got some more dark mode news. I know, it's happening every day, and I mean, I know, it's just crazy. Dark mode wasn't that busy, like, over summer, which we would think it really was, and now it's just really picked up. So Dev responded to the idea of Hatch having an opacity, thing again, and basically what he said was that, though it might be easier, he likes the challenge, right? He likes people creating their own ways to solve problems, because literally, like, it's almost a built-in problem solving test, like, the whole idea for coding is to solve problems. It's problem
That's why I
solving.
like that.
And built in, like, that, you're right, Sam. Like, the whole thing of Hatch is, like, Hatch is, at first glance, like, really easy, really basic. You can't do anything. People have made the most insane 3D games in Hatch, which is a 2D engine. Hatch is literally built around the fact, and Scratch. When I say Hatch, I'm using it as a synonym for Scratch. It's literally built around the idea of just taking a very simple concept and running with it and creating the craziest stuff. And remixing, like having people also take your crazy ideas and learn from it and even make their own crazier ideas, So basically what Dev said was, he really likes the feedback, keep it coming. He put it on a list, to keep it, for them to look back at. But what he thinks is to just make something easier isn't worth it, really, to implement the feature, and easier shouldn't be the goal. And that the idea of, that challenge and learning how to go around those challenges, and overcome those challenges, as simple as that, is kind of what he likes and what is better than making it just easier. And that it's very hard to change open source code, or it's harder to work on open source projects than on code they make themselves. So basically a bunch of ideas in there. Seems like Dev put it on a list. It might come in the future, but he said for now, he likes the idea, but maybe in the future, not right now. But I think that was a very good response. It definitely shows kind of like what I was saying the other day of like, there's a lot of other ways to do it. You don't need it directly in there. It would be a cool feature, but not like directly in Hatch. Maybe like as an add-on or something, a plugin, something like that.
That's true. What he said.
But
What
yeah,
is that?
I really like that response. All right. Oh, and another member of CodeLI posted a lot of updates or potential updates they had as an idea to the Python IDE. And this user has actually given a lot of feedback and updates in the past. So let's take a look. So first up, they kind of just, said hello, introduced themselves. But their first major idea was to include CircuitPy, which is basically how you can use Python with Arduinos. I know Steven's kind of interested in Arduinos, instead of C. So C is the default programming language for Arduinos. If you don't know what an Arduino is, it's a microcontroller you can program with C, and it can do amazing things. But CircuitPy allows you to code with Python on the Arduinos instead of C. So we would like to see that implemented. Which I think is a good idea. Like, it's not, it's definitely a good idea to have multiple ways to do things. Kind of like what we were just talking about for the Hatch editor, like Hatch, and having you create workarounds for other things and not having to always have the perfect way to do things. But I think it's great to learn to code a device in multiple different programming languages. Kind of like, JavaScript at this point can do anything, but it might be better to learn like the other languages that might more be meant to do that, or, the other way around. It goes the other way around too. Like, if I already know JavaScript, why am I going to learn a whole nother language? So there's upside, like there's good ways to do things, and both have their, what's the word I'm looking for? Upside. Yeah, both have a great reason to do it, and this is a great example of that. Instead of JavaScript, we're talking about Python, and instead of making an app with JavaScript or coding Arduinos, for example, we're talking about C and Arduino. So very interesting. But they basically said that they want the CircuitPy IDE library in the IDE, which I think is a really great idea, especially for people that already know Python, like Steven, that don't know C, like Steven, and want to get
like
into Arduinos, like Steven. So, I think that's kind of a great idea, and I would like to see what the mentors think about it. This was a very recent post, so I don't know, so they haven't responded yet, but he gave a bunch of reasons. One, basically, in school, right, in a computer lab that is already teaching Python, they don't need to teach C to just go into Arduinos. So basically the idea of if you already know it, why are we going to teach a whole nother language if it can do it again? There you go.
Yeah.
Boom.
Or
Boom.
Exploded.
boom. And actually, to add on top of it, he also said, and immediately react to physical environments or user input, which is something I've been saying for a lot. Like, it goes directly with what I've been thinking and saying in the coding class that I'm in right now, because I help out teach it a lot, and it goes exactly with how we kind of do it at Hop Hog, because we teach turtles, like second week. Second week. Sam Jericho the Turtle. We teach Python turtles like the second week. And I always thought, right, like Python turtles, cool library and everything, but what's the real world implementation? But then I realized the reason that I came to really like it is because it shows kids like what they can immediately do with code, right? It's not like, oh, I can print out something. I can do that in a Google Doc, or like, I can do math. I can do that on my calculator. Like, why is this important? But I think the idea of like physically changing something in the real world, or as we do it on Python Turtles, actually seeing that drawing appear, which you might not be a great artist, you might not be able to physically do that. But with a computer and Python, it can do that automatic, just by coding it. And with this example, you can change something in the physical world and actually show how coding can do stuff like that. So it's a great idea. I definitely am interested to see how the development team and mentors react to this or respond to this, and I'm excited. So we'll keep you updated on that. But I think, yeah, we kind of got your ideas, Sam and Steven. But any other things you want to add?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
All right. Okay. Is it time for the topic speedrun? Is that time of day, time of year, time of yeah, there we go. I think I named all that. But all right. Let's see. Let me pull it up. Okay. So, I guess we gotta talk about... fact of the day. That's a perfect one. Fact of the day. History fact. We're on a roll with these facts, guys.
Yeah.
All right. I think fact of the day was when I said I was gonna always say, to like and subscribe and share. Okay, I'll remember for next time. It's not before. I
like
remember.
And subscribe and share.
It's the fact of the day is to like and subscribe and share. All right. No. Okay. History of the day. On this day in 1957, the Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1 into orbit. A huge day for space travel. The U.S. probably wasn't happy at that time because it wasn't the U.S. doing it. But it was a big step, for space travel. And really, these first rockets launched into space were huge, right? Especially into orbit in 1957. It's crazy to think how long ago that was, and that they were able to do stuff like that. So it is crazy. The space race was in the midst of the space race. But as you look back now, right, with SpaceX, a private company that came out of nowhere, same as Blue Origin, and I'm trying to think of the other ones too. There's a bunch of them out there that just came out of nowhere and did this. Governments doing it was the first step. So, yeah, that's your history fact of the day. On this day, 1957, the Soviet launched Sputnik 1 into orbit.
I wasn't alive back then.
No, Steven. I hope you weren't. Because that would be weird. And
Sam's a vampire, guys.
This podcast is named, or this podcast description is for kids by kids, and that wouldn't make you a kid.
I'm an adult.
Thanks for that.
That's odd.
Thanks for that. All right, here we go. Right, so the speed run. Okay. So, what should I start with first? Oh, yeah, you can now react to Gmails using, write in Gmail with the little reaction emojis, which I think is awesome.
So I can skull emoji Sam's email now?
I don't know if it's every emoji. I think it might just be a certain amount.
Ones. I know one of them is heart.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
That sounds lame-o.
Yeah, they have it in Outlook, and Steven always yells at me for using Outlook. And
more like... strategically, no. What's that one?
How's Steven gonna do this?
How do I say critique? Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Outlook's great. I don't know. I have nothing against Outlook. But anyway, they've had this feature in Outlook forever now, and yeah, they definitely should. It's definitely good they're adding it to Gmail, because I liked it in Outlook. You're just able to click a button and boom, you send a message. A thumbs up, a heart, a wave.
What if I accidentally send the wrong emoji?
Well, then that's your fault. Yeah, anyway, exactly.
You're fired. Hooray!
Yeah, boom, gone. Bye, Steven. But yeah,
man.
Yeah, I've liked it in Outlook forever, and now that it's in Google or Gmail or coming to Gmail, I think that's a good idea. But this is a speed run. I gotta move on. Oh yeah, the iPhones are getting an update. They're not gonna blow up anymore.
Finally.
Yay!
I know, really.
This is
Mr. Farrar was
happy
right.
news.
Yeah, Mr. Farrar's not gonna explode. because his phone is strapped to his body and it might explode. Yeah.
What?
Like he's holding the phone, it's in his pocket, and if the phone explodes, he might explode too. Not good. Not good if he explodes. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, yeah, now they're not going to explode. Can you believe that? There's a software update going out. I forget the number. I got to check it. I think is it 16 point? No, I can't figure it out. I think it's let's see. Nope, I don't got it. Oh yeah, here it is. 17.0.3 is the update that will fix your iPhone 15 Pro's overheating issues. Get it? ASAP. Or if you're on another phone, then it doesn't really matter. But yeah, there's a lot of overheating issues. Now, hopefully, it doesn't overheat. All right. I think I forgot. There's one more I wanted to say. Oh yeah. So Spotify. Why we've talked about Spotify so much? I know it's crazy. Spotify is now including audiobooks in its premium subscription, which I think is pretty cool, trying to compete with Audible. I know a lot of people like Spotify. I use Spotify not because I favorite it or, like it's the one I like the most. It's just easy. I just have it on my computer. I think it was pre-installed somehow, and I've just used it since.
Oh, yeah, mine too.
Yeah, I know. I just had it, and I was like, why not? But yeah, so Spotify, Audible was always really for books, and then they had Amazon Music for all the music stuff, and Spotify's had podcasts and all different stuff, and of course music, and the only thing they didn't really have was books too much, or like some of them were, because like some podcasts like kind of got by just making it a podcast, but it was really a book. But now it's official. They have books.
Guys,
we're not a
TSARP's
book.
a book.
We're not a book. I probably shouldn't say I don't favorite Spotify because we host our podcast. I love Spotify. Spotify is the best. That's actually now thinking about that, I didn't make that connection. It's probably not a bad thing we talk about Spotify because it actually does relate to us. But yeah, so now they're including audiobooks to try to compete, to be up there. But I think Spotify, let me look up the market share. I don't know what's the biggest platform? Do you guys know?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Apple Music, maybe? I don't.
Yeah, it's either iTunes or Spotify, I would say. Oh, wait. This is just. Wait, really? YouTube Music? Yeah, YouTube Music is showing up as the best. Wow, I would not have guessed.
I've never used YouTube Music because I do not have YouTube Premium.
Spotify is bigger than Apple Music or iTunes. And, but this is now saying that it is by number of subscribers. I have no idea. This is saying Spotify. It's either Spotify or Apple Music from what I can see right now. But yeah, anyway, Spotify is really big, and now they're expanding. All right, I think that is it. Now it is time for In Brackets. I know, amazing. In Brackets, best competition, best game jam topic, best game jam ever. I probably not, because we ran game jams before. Best game jam in Hop Hog. There you go. Yeah, there you go. All right. So we have a few games, because Sam made one. I made one. We already played Stevens. And, of course, if any of you in the chat have a game you want us to play, we will definitely play it. We just happen to always... we just happen to assume that you don't. Z-Man in the chat just said out brackets greater than. Yeah, it's because it's the only competition you were in.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not bad. To be honest, it was actually a lot of fun, and it probably is greater than In Brackets. It's actually definitely greater than In Brackets. But I kind of forgot that it's not. I meant like the whole thing together. Oh, Z-Man's like, did you already do my thing? Yes, we already talked about your post, if that's what you're wondering. Because Z-Man wanted us to talk about his opacity post on dark mode, and we already did. But, it's in there. Just go back. You can just click it. But yeah. All right. So time for In Brackets. Here we go. Let me look at it. So I'm going to show mine first, and then we can play Sam's.
Okay.
I think Andrew's is the best out of everyone's.
It really is. It's really so.
Real.
Oh, I have a favorite and a unique. I don't know who that's by. That wasn't me. I'm gonna do it now.
Watch it be you.
It's literally not me here. I'm favoriting and uniquing it right now. All right. Oh, the ending was kind of already spoiled by this thumbnail, but here we go. Okay, this is Eric. Oh, by the way, the themes fall back. It's not that I just like killing Eric. Okay, here we go. The themes fall back. All right, here we go. Let me go look out that window. This animation's amazing. I know, guys. Ah!
Wow.
Poof! Don't you like my sound effects? Yeah, he fell to the ground. Out the back of that window. I mean, it is called fall back.
That's fun.
Yeah, Pizza Coder was wondering...
I think he fell forward.
No, look at this. Backwards. It's backwards. Pizza Coder was wondering why he's facing the wrong direction. I'm like, he's not facing the wrong direction. He's facing the right direction. If you're wondering how he was facing forward and now is back, he turned around to try to not fall, and that's what happened. Yeah. Yeah, Sam?
We have some last-minute news by Z-Man.
Oh, what's the last... Let me take a look at this. Last minute news is, make a part about Blookit's new pack. Oh, since you did Gimkit. Oh, you know, we talked about Blookit recently, and that might be the one he's talking. Was it the fall pack? Because we actually talked about that in a past episode, if that's what he's talking about. But
Let's
yeah,
see.
we try to stay a little exclusive to Gimkit. You know, Gimkit and us, we're just tight like that. But we have talked about Blookit. It felt wrong, though. You know, it felt like going against our values of Gimkit. But yeah, I think if you mean fall pack, that we did talk about that. All right. Yeah, the spooky park is that pack? Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking of, the spooky one. Yeah, I think it's in one of the episodes. You're just gonna have to watch them all, Z-Man.
Yeah.
And you're just going to have to go in, you know, right, you know, you're just going to look at all of them, watch them all the way through, and that is how you find it.
You have to watch them on 0.25 speed.
Yes, and all of them. Thank you. All right, so that was my game. Wasn't it fantastic, guys? What are you going to rate it? Oh, let me put it in the chat so you all can play it. I realized I should do the Code LI link, because I feel like I've been doing the...
Just do the hatch link.
Yeah, but I don't know how to do that. Sam, you know how to do that.
That's true.
All right. On to...
I'll send mine over.
Yeah. Send over yours so I can play that.
The
yeah.
right one? Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a look. Let's look at this. Okay. It's open. Oh. Press the wrong thing again. Why do I always do that? I gotta stop. I did the starting soon. Wasn't that great? Okay. Wow. The game is called Blown Back. Blown Back. Or blown back. Blown back. There you go. Run through and explore the autumn forest. But be careful. Strong winds blow mushrooms out from the ground. Can you safely make it through the forest and beat the high score? Instructions. Who needs those? All right. Here we go. Oh, did you send the link in chat, or should I, Sam?
I will. I'll make it the hatch link.
Okay. So Blown Back. I got a criticism. You ready? I know already. When I hover over Blown Back, it looks like a button, but it's not. I'm angry. What do you have to say about that?
You changed the name, Sam?
Yes, I did again.
Yeah, I noticed that it was a totally different name.
Change.
All right, here we go. Let me click play. So I'm this. Whoa, I'm rolling. Wait, what should I do? Oh, I'm being hit by wind or something. I think, was that wind? Oh, and I can't touch the mushrooms?
Yes.
Whoa, and I rotate. This is quite something. Oh, and the mushrooms move? Wait,
yeah, the mushrooms are affected by the wind.
Wait, and I can't stand here? Oh, no, I can. It didn't let
Steven,
me.
You beat me to it.
Wait. Oh, no. Oh.
I'm very good at that.
Here we go. Boom. I'm so good at this game, guys. Interesting concept.
I'm so confused. I keep dying.
Because you're getting hit by mushrooms, dude.
I like the feature of how the things fall back.
Yes, I think that's what really makes this game unique, to be honest. Make it not just a platformer.
It appears I've been soft locked by the mushrooms.
You shouldn't.
We should do the game camera
Oh,
so you all
now
can.
I die on respawn.
Oh no, it's going. It's okay. There we go.
Wait,
wait.
I fixed my problem. Oh, I died again. Oh, now I definitely die on respawn. I can't get out of it. No,
No,
I'm stuck, guys.
that was close. Oh
Wait,
no.
I made it out. Yeah, I just had
Here
to
we
wait
go.
3 cycles of wind blowing.
Yeah, if I have
Oh,
to,
I died again.
like, what makes Sam's game so cool always is because the art and like the unique idea, right? Because like if I've noticed something, right, a lot of them have to do with platformers, the planet,
Sam's very good at platforming games.
all these, but like, they're not like boring platformers, right? They're like there's always
mine's boring.
No, Steven, yours was really
Oh,
cool. I really liked that
And
movement.
Sam, I found a glitch in yours.
What happens?
So if you walk up to the sides
Oh yeah, of a wall. You
dirt, you get glitched
I beat
upwards.
the
And
game.
if there's a mushroom.
Good job.
If there's a
The
mushroom
high
on
scores
top of
too.
on that platform.
I have to change that. That was fantastic.
Yeah. I won again. I know the streak is over. Andrew always wins at these games now. I'm also
Sam, your
talking in a
game is
third
broken.
person now.
Also, rate my thumbnail.
Thumbnail. Let me
Top
see.
button.
Good. I feel like Sam. Like good because like there's a Sam standard. Like that. Like this thumbnail would be amazing if it was me. Like blown away. Like I did that. But like Sam's games are always awesome. Like look at like besides the past few, this one wasn't great, and that one wasn't good either, and that was really bad. Oh, this one was amazing.
I love Andrew's thumbnails though.
Yeah, actually, I thought you've done them different in the past. This is my favorite by far. This one is actually really cool, the blown back one. Let me play just because I want to find it. I want to find, what's that game called? Oh, your
I wonder
Halloween
why
one.
Gravity Script is on your recently played ones.
Yes, I
I
did.
mean, recently
use it.
saved.
Where's your Halloween game? What's it called?
Wait, the first one I've ever made.
No, just the,
Wait.
yeah, like the first, like the,
Wait,
not
Dash?
not Jacko Dash, the first one.
Jacko Dash was the first one.
Oh, I thought there was one before that. Okay, let's play Jacko
Oh.
Dash.
You mean LED Run?
Jacko Dash had a good thumbnail, and I like the music. Wait, it's not playing.
He copied the thumbnail.
Yeah,
I
it is
used
very
the same
similar.
pumpkin. I used the same pumpkin.
Oh wow! Who knew?
No.
This is Sam's first
No.
show. This shows the improvement of Sam's games by far.
I
But
think the score is so broken.
yeah, it's very
Yeah, it
odd. But
This is
this
awesome.
this was a cool game. This was in the era of hot pod coding, where if you made a game and it was slightly entertaining, it was like all over, like
Like
all
what
over
It
the
was
school.
the only thing people would play. When
Yeah.
you're supposed to be paying attention in class. This is what people are actually
Exactly. And then it turned into coding. I hate that. Not for us. We love coding, but some people were like, nope. And it
doing.
went
I
over
think
quickly.
the generation after us were the people who really hated coding.
Yeah, like I feel like a lot of people in our grade liked it, and then like the next grade just wasn't too fond of it.
Because me and Sam and I's class genuinely like coding.
Mm.
I think
Yeah.
there were only like 2 kids who didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, like there was a bunch of good coders, and like that's why we won the hackathon. And then the next year, but
wondered
I'm
why.
scared, guys. I'm scared. Like I hope
Yeah.
we can
We have good
genuinely.
Competition.
Yeah, like, yeah, really. The teams, I don't know. I always say this. I'm like, is it because we're good or they weren't as good? But they're gonna, like, the other teams are scary. Like, I'm scared. But not too much, because we're hot pog and we always have to be really saying we're gonna win. Because then we're not hot pog. Like, if you watch, and don't, because they're terrible, but, like, the old episodes, there was, like, no fear. We're like, we're gonna win, and there's no way we're not gonna. And then, like, we won, so it didn't come back to bite us, but we were scared a little bit. Or, like we shouldn't have been that confident. We weren't scared, but we should have been a tiny bit. If you get what I mean. All right.
do.
I do.
Thanks for getting what I mean. All
You're
right.
welcome.
So, October 16th, the best holiday of the year. Wait for it. It's going to be epic. Make sure to watch all the TSARPs because that is TSARP week. We got a lot of stuff waiting for you. It's going to be epic. That will be the 185th episode will be the first one all the way through the 190th, I think. right?
I think so.
158 to 190. Yeah, it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be really cool. So I can't wait. Make sure to watch it. We got a ton of giveaways and interviews coming. It's gonna be sick. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and we will
Yeah,
see you
thanks.
next time. Bye bye.
I'll see you on Tuesday.
Make sure to vote for blown back in brackets.
Oh, right, I just realized Steven's not going to be here, and don't vote for Blown Back. Vote for whatever
vote
I
for
named
me.
mine. Let's look at this.
I still haven't won one any. I still
Um,
haven't
And
won
that's
any,
how
guys.
original.
Yeah, Steven, actually vote for Steven. Steven's never won. Poor Steven.
Oh,
But
yeah,
here
you
we go.
haven't.
I got to
Thank-
the finals one time.
Steven, if I win, I'll give you my badge.
That doesn't help me because I didn't win that
And
one.
they're NFTs, Sam. They're non-fungible. How are you going to give it to them? Non-fungible.
Exactly.
We should make... Okay, I had this really bad idea. But, like, that's what I'm good for. We should so make them, like, real NFTs and, like, a crypto scheme. Like,
Oh,
it's just a
God.
total crypto scheme. But, like, we say it's a crypto scheme. We're like, it's a scheme. And hope people still buy them. But, yeah. All right.
They'll think it's not a scheme because we said it is.
Exactly. They'll think it's a meme, and we're like, this is not a meme. Actually, it's a meme because we said it's not a meme. All right. That goes with the rule. TSARP ends when we get too crazy. We will see you next time. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, and we will see you. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.